Though I had been trying out the Topaz Lab tools for a while now, I was undecided on the purchase because of their packaging. I was looking to get all the AI tools, and that finally happened on their Black Friday sale in 2020. In this video, I will share some general points when using the Topaz AI tools and how to go about that from Lightroom as well as Photoshop. And let's take a look as to where one should start. So I have this particular Sharpen AI tool page open, and I have a frequently asked questions page on the same. So let's take a look at the file types that are supported. Do carefully go through this. Topaz clearly states they are not a raw processing application and they only work with pre-processed files best. What this means is you should not attempt to use any of the Topaz tools on raw files. Process them using any raw processor like Lightroom or Photoshop, and then take them into the Topaz tools. Once again, don't try the tools on raw files. So I took a few macro shots a day or two earlier, and these are some of those. And let's take a look at how to get into the Topaz tools. You can do a right click on the image, edit in, and you can go to denoise, gigapixel or sharpen in Lightroom. There is no mask AI here because there is no masking support in Lightroom, and therefore you can only use that in Photoshop. For this particular image, I'll go into Topaz Sharpen, edit with a copy of Lightroom adjustments. I've already cropped, processed whatever I could do in Lightroom, including noise reduction and sharpening. Now this is a view I prefer in most of the Topaz tools. You can always click on view and take this comparative view, so you will get a far better idea of which mode works best. Of course, that would be for a particular given image. Although I will get into more details on the individual tools in later videos, in this particular case, it has chosen the focus mode, and this is what will generally happen with macro shots. And we'll get to that in a later video. So I'm not going to apply this here because I already have that. I'll just cancel out of it. Close without saving. But I still get a additional file here which I will reject and delete from Lightroom because I don't really require it. Once again, let's go back with a different image. Let's say sharpen again with Lightroom adjustments. Okay, as you can see, we still have focus as the recommended mode because this is a macro shot. And most of the time this would be correct. We have auto update for previews and the auto mode on, which is why the suggestion. Now if you notice, you have sharpness and noise suppression, and you will have similar options in denoise and gigapixel as well. So which one should go for and why? Like I mentioned earlier, I will get into more details in later videos, but basically go for what you actually require. For example, in this case, I will only do a sharpen here. I don't need a denoise. I don't need to blow it up using gigapixel. But the point is, in case you need noise reduction over and above your raw processor, for example, high ISO shots, always try and denoise first. If you do a sharpen or a gigapixel first, that will definitely put the denoise algorithms off. To end this, 2 points one should keep in mind. One, do not process raw files using the Topaz Lab tools. And second, use the denoise first in a workflow if you need to use that. That's it for now. Have fun. Till the next one.